season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Duke's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front? Turning it on! And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's King. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Well, jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. He uncorks one deep. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's a return from midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it on the outside. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's King. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Anthony. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits zero. They go to the ground. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Anthony. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He got it. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback adapting. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. It's a running room. The tap. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect the QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this one will be stopped for an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
That's better.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers!
I might be
and they take it in for 6
PC, so I connect to my PC.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half.
I'm chewing clock, y'all straight. It ain't
second quarter.
I'm
That
chewing
means
clock.
it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
It's gonna be loading up in no time.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Chris said, Trey, ain't hooping this year.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down.
That's some troll shit. 7-foot PG.
Good, solid tackle.
Hold on, that's the game.
Third and long from the 25.
Yeah. He got hella cap breakers too.
And they can't make the play on third.
He on the footer. He on the footer too. That probably was him because he on the footer.
He's going to try to flip the field.
He's on the footer.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
Only league that's not banned in the 7-4
Love to
is
see
UPA.
this on
Everybody
offense
else
early in
banned.
drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hard running there. Drag down, but
I don't know. I don't foresee nobody running the 7-4.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Like even when I was playing matchups last night, nobody I played against came out with a 7-4. Everybody was on footage.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll leave it with him.
Now, what you probably end up seeing, though, you probably end up start seeing a lot more 7-3s. The 7-3s is the same as 7-4s.
Up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot less. It's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough,
but
as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I played a motherfucker. I played the conference championship against this nigga in the other league, though, in South Carolina. Last year, I could not beat that nigga for shit, dog. Every time I played that nigga, he beat me. I don't know what it was. He was not whooping that. For real, bro. I could not beat that nigga, bro. Like, bro, listen, I couldn't beat that nigga for shit, bro. Boy, I lined that nigga up last night, bro. I put the goddamn. Bro, I put hands and feet on that boy last night.
He cannot get there. It'll be for
I was nipping lit last night. Wow, I'm tearing his ass up.
Line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage.
I think I beat that nigga like 42 to 28 or 42 to.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I ain't gonna lie, though. He had, his quarterback fucked him, though. His quarterback definitely. His quarterback looked like on paper. So you can look at the roster on paper. He looked like a dog. In that game, boy, that nigga, hey, he had some throws. Yes, boy. Hey, listen, I was happy too because it was them plugs. It wasn't no design play. It's them broken plays where you just, you know what I'm saying? You, what this shit called when you got down?
Takes the handoff. It's Randall. They get him down.
Yeah, he improvised. What I'm saying, he was playmaking his receivers, so he was playmaking them bitches open. So my coverage was locking shit up, and then he got the playmaking shit. So now I'm trying to switch it to get niggas in, you know what I'm saying, to cover niggas and shit. And at first I wasn't blitzing. I was just sitting back in coverage at first because I knew what type of time he was gonna be. I knew he was gonna be trying to pass a lot, so I was just sitting back in coverage. Wasn't really putting a lot of pressure on him because his quarterback fast as shit. Quarterback like 93 speed or some shit like that. So I was like, I ain't trying to really let this nigga get loose on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it contained. Man, once I see his offensive line could really handle the pressure, that's him sitting there, sitting on business. He was rolling out that pocket, but once he got out of the pocket, he was playmaking. But shit, there was niggas in his face too much. He couldn't even, he ain't had time to get there and really get the playmaking out. Them niggas was coming.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football,
it's going to be, yeah, but on college it's going to be dot.
Well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change
off platform, yeah, off platform and dot. If he ain't, hey, you especially got to have dot, boy. And then you can't just have it, not just have it on bronze and silver. You got to have shit gold or higher, especially when you're playing against him. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what he's doing.
The clock is on their side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Let's pause on that. That nigga couldn't stop me from shit. I was scoring every fucking drive. I think I punted one time.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Dances away to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive was a quick, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I'm be sending invites. Like, I want to say that nigga, y'all remember Chop?
This junior making his
I think Chop shit is like Gucci Tops now or some shit like that. Yeah, and the nigga sent me, like, he was sending me hella invites on the game. Like, what the fuck? Then it made sense. Like, I didn't see Chop no more, so I'm like, this gotta be Chop, because he got the same little profile picture. So this gotta be Chop.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
He quit sending the whole line never joined and shit.
Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Look out on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC.
What I'm bringing up? I got no fucking corner bill.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
79% or something like that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. And unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
And he's able to find a